So here is a conceptual top-down look at the purpose of force management. So think of force management as two components: force design and force integration. Force design, you're developing the blueprint and the supply catalog on unit designs that capture the capabilities of what you think you need when you're fighting. Force integration is the creation and implementation of ready units, supported by modernization and rapid equipping. The boundary between them is total Army analysis. That's where we take the world of possible choices, analyze it, and then decide to spend money to field the force that we want. Then SRS, Strategic Readiness System, reports on the readiness, and we use a command plan to station it according to needs of the world. And then we're continuously trying to modernize and rapidly equip those ready units. And that's where our majors are doing most of their work with force management, making units ready. We've also, however, in the operating force above this line and the generating force below that line, are trying to support that process. So that means our majors must be able not only to make ready units, but be able to describe what it is that they want in terms of art like JSIDs and .mil-PF that allow the generating force to provide those tested, trustworthy unit designs to compete in TAA. Once we make that decision, the generating force, through the use of the FIFA analysis and those buckets of money, are improving unit readiness as reported by USR and SRS. So you have the generating force in support of the operating force, but both of those forces involved in both elements of force design and force integration. What we need majors to be able to do is make units ready given the professional contract that we've signed with them in the form of MTOs. They got to turn that into ready units as measured by USR. But then they've got to be able to articulate what it is that they want and they need. So they've got to use the language that allows a generating force to turn that into reliable force structure, programs, equipment, and so forth. So our majors have to be able to work backwards from the tip of the spear to what it is that they want, and then when the proposals come in, they can determine if that's something that they think they could actually see themselves using. Then TAA tells us how to make the best trade-off of what it is we want to buy in order to field ready units. So technically competent field-grade officers use force management in order to create ready units for the combatant commander, to manage resources wisely to make those units ready, to leverage the generating force to make those units ready, then backing up into force design, converting their gap requirements into statements of requirements that can be turned into blueprints tested and approved through the FDU, competing in TAA, and using the JSIDs and .mil-PF integration with the generating force to get those designs ready, and then turning the FIFA analyses and buckets of money into ready units. That's the relationship between the operating force and the generating force, between force design and force integration as part of force management.